Hey there. First of all, I would like to introduce you to Rachel. Um, she has the voice that you sometimes hear in the background barking. So I just wanted you to have a face to put with the voice, and I'm truly okay if you do not bark this evening. Okay? All right? All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. Bye, Rachel. I love you. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to make a quick video tonight. Um, Tomorrow we move into the third decan of Sagittarius, and I will put a separate video up for that. But I wanted to quickly address the energy of this most recent decan that is ending, the second decan of Sagittarius. And the season began, the Sagittarius season began, oh gosh, when exactly? Oh, at the end of November. Um, and it started with a real, you know, zesty, sparkly, ready for movement energy. Um, this decan has really felt a lot like hurry up and wait. And it's frustrating, this hurry up and wait energy when, the card, one of the cards for Sagittarius is Jupiter, is about like big, feeling big energy and ready for that wheel to turn. But the cards, uh, that scratching is not Rachel. That is Emma, the cat. I'll introduce you to Emma another time. She's actually appeared once or twice in the videos. Sometimes she'll be sitting behind me. Um, yes. um, so back to the cards. The energy of this decan that is just ending. We have, in addition to the temperance and to the wheel, and indeed the temperance is not. It does not look like forward movement. It looks more like pause and settling, uh, balancing balancing the cups. So the decan we're living, just lived through the emperor, very strong energy, very positive energy, but the dude's sitting down. He's sitting. These horses are ready. They're in pause. Also, they know they have a mission coming up. Even the tower, the the dove is there waiting for release, um, and and also the Nine of Wands that is feels much more reflective energy rather than forward movement. I'm not going to share the cards for the upcoming deck, and I'll do that tomorrow. But I just want to assure you that, that there will be a feeling of momentum um, coming very soon. And in the next decan, we also have a new moon as well. So um, that will ultimately feel like the ball is rolling, beginning to roll forward again. Okay, let's see. Um, my thought was just to maybe get an oracle card or two. It's not unusual, I think, this time of year. I mean, many of us have big to do lists, and but sometimes just that feeling of like maybe not quite being able to, for one reason or another, to move forward, to start really tackling those lists. But I assure you, the energy of the next decan will support that more. And we go through this every year, and nothing unusual. Of course, the planets are doing different things all of the time, and I'm not going to go into a lot of that. I just lost a card on the floor. Let me pick that up. I'll put it aside. Let me see if any others come out as well. This card will certainly apply in some regard because I was speaking of this Decan. So let me see if there are any more cards that want to come through for this evening's message. I think that's it. Let me do one. Sometimes the spirit speaks. Okay. There we go. The card that just flipped over is Message in a Bottle. I love that. It's like pulling it up and out of the water, you know, into fresh air, into light. And the one that fell as I was speaking earlier is All That Glitters. These two masks just resting on a pile of gold. There's a person in here behind, very faint. Almost feels like this figure, this person, is looking toward a potential future, toward something to move into, and in a state of assessing where one's ideals are. Okay. Now let me see. I think I will get one more card from this deck. See if there's anything to add to this message. Actually, I didn't mention earlier, I pulled out this egg. It's a carnelian egg, though it has a very earth feel to it. There's a lot of movement, and the gold color reminds me of the fire that is Sagittarius is a fire sign. So, but eggs are still in a state of becoming, and so in pause, waiting for the correct and appropriate time to rise and move forward. Okay, and we of course have the wheel. Alrighty, let me see if there's one more card from here. This is the Enchanted Map. Often this shows movement in some regard. Maybe not. Give it a couple more. Any messages from this deck? Sorry, too many. Just going to stick with that one. And it's Moonlight. And this does kind of describe the energy that is departing, of being in reflection, not moving. There's an hourglass here, just standing, reflecting, biding time, waiting for the energies to align. And actually, it looks like perhaps waiting for the dark of the moon, waiting for that new moon, which actually happens, depending on where you are, the 19th in the evening, or the 20th during the morning. Okay, but I don't think we have to wait for the new moon to really get rolling. I really do feel that's coming soon. All right. Now, last night I made a little video, and it was of a couple of charms, new charms that I have. Like these two here. I'm going to add them to my bag. I spent the last evening on a slab of selenite, and maybe we'll draw a charm. I'm having to move to a larger bowl because my charm sack is getting more filled. And there they are. Please, if there are any additional messages. I have a golden coin, and it's an angel coin. Doesn't say which angel it is, but here we go. Hoping that can be seen. It reminds me actually a lot of the Temperance card, and Temperance does always suggest to me being measured in action, in reactions, in movement, in just being in a state of calm and trust. And I think that's lovely. It came out. I will leave it with the Temperance card. I think that's what to keep in mind, even as we do move forward into more movement. During the next 10 days or so. All right, I think I'll leave it there for the evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to make a video tomorrow with the cards for the third and final decan of Sagittarius. Until then, be well, be happy, be at peace, and much love to you. Okay, bye-bye.